What's up, guys? Josh is getting his notes, and we're doing That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, episode 14, I think.
15?
15?
16?
17?
15 or 16. 15, 16.
15? I think it's 15.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. I watched it quite a bit ago, and it was pretty good. It basically covers the aftermath after the battle with the Orc Lord, kind of the inhabitants of I guess it's not really Tempest, the inhabitants of the Jura Forest kind of coming together, coming to an agreement as to how like the general order things is going to work.
Yeah.
Reparation, so pretty much is it going to be, after the Civil War, kind of that kind of reparations?
What are they
Is it going to be
orcs?
World War One? Destroy your economy, make you want to rebel again. So
a history lesson.
Yeah. So Treaty of Versailles, or Abraham Lincoln. So in regards to the orcs, there's still quite a few of them left alive, and you get to understand.
I was actually shocked on how many is alive because they say it. I guess they only killed 50,000, which is still a lot. Don't get me wrong, that's a lot. They killed a lot for like having 6 people, but there's still 150,000 of them
That we need to feed.
Yeah,
Because that's
they're
why.
starved, or they were starved.
That's why they attacked.
Yeah.
Because they were hungry. Which reasonable. I would probably commit murder.
I like how Rimmeru's
in order to get
acceptable.
Food. Acceptable.
I got a lot.
A lot. So Rimmeru's kind of in charge of. You had some notes, didn't you?
I had some notes, but I don't know.
It's all over.
That's okay. I remember.
But yeah, Rimmeru's kind of in charge of the forest in a lot of ways, and making sure everyone's developed, has some names. We're gonna get some naming.
I guess they call it a federation, so it's like Jura Tempest Federation,
something like that.
and they want to name the city and the town
Treants
after
are still being bros, so hashtag Treants.
We get a mention of them.
Yeah, and then we get kind of like a kind of like the founding of a nation in of sorts, and it's exciting.
There's like basically all the monsters that we know are coming together, and then you get the I guess a peak of like prosperity, because he's like, wow, we've created aqueducts, we got running water now, I'm gonna have a Japanese bath soon. and then you get the dwarf king finally comes back into play, because he's been watching them, and now he's like, oh, they've just defeated all the orcs, and now they have all this army, and we just got word that they've all been evolved. They're pretty OP now, because they're like high orcs now. And then so he goes to figure out where Rimuru stands as
what
a
their
person.
Partnership is, and
yeah,
got a little bit of a two main questions for you, Josh. These are kind of do we get enough of Gabaru in this episode?
I think we got enough. He's banished, so he's out of the picture. Although he still has his idiot entourage that will sacrifice themselves for the now non so great Gabaru.
We got Gobda doing Gobda things, and we got the general crew. We'll have to see how their power level increases or decreases, or I guess it doesn't really decrease, if it will increase here in the near future.
Yeah, because we still didn't get any insight of what powers Rimuru might have gotten from the Orc Lord and how that's going to affect the others. But we did get a little bit of a moment, with the. I'm just going to call them ogres, even though they're not ogres anymore, because that way, whatever you want to call them. But we get to see that they kind of more or less patch the wounds between like the orcs, saying like, hey, we're gonna let it slide as long as you be good to Rimuru,
because you were manipulated.
Yeah, but if you do that again, we're gonna kill you all.
Yeah. So you even have the beginnings of problems in regards to feeding 150,000 orcs. So we'll have to see how that kind of plays in, and I'm excited to see how the Tempest, the actual city, will develop here in the near future, now that they're kind of going into full gear.
Yeah. And
then how useful the orcs will be in that development.
And now they got the treaty going on with the dwarves, which kind of puts a target on the back, because now they can be acknowledged as a nation. by even the already established
Yeah,
nations.
we'll have to see how the Catholic Church feels about this. We haven't been introduced, but I'm sure they're somewhere in there.
Yeah, dwarves seem okay, but the Catholic Church may not be.
Gets you every time. I don't even think we know of a Catholic Church in this series yet, but they're coming for you.
Oh, that's actually one thing you remind me of. We got a peek at the other Demon Lords. Gosh, what is up with these names, guys? The other guy that we got a peek back episodes ago, we finally got a name drop for him. His name is Clayman.
Clayman.
WTF, guys. This is ridiculous.
Hey, Clayman's a good guy.
Why is he even, is there a reason for... never mind. We're not going to go into that. But we do get a peek of him, seeing that, he's gonna keep an eye on Rimuru and probably go after him next. So probably going to see that conflict coming up soon.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting if we see some true demon lords come out and fight. Because we really don't know how powerful they are. They talked about the Orc Disaster being a demon, kind of a demon lord, but I don't know.
Do you think
are equivalent?
Now, because in the book you said that they don't really label the Orc Lord as a demon lord when he evolves, or maybe it's just because he didn't fully evolve into that yet by the time they took out. But do you think in terms of the show that they just called him that as not knowing exactly what the full extent of a demon lord is, and then we're going to see that with these other characters? Or
yeah, I mean, I think or
do you think they're going to try
in the context of the show? I think Rimuru is a little bit stronger than he was in the books, but I think in one of the things that they don't really reveal in the show yet, but it's not really a spoiler, is there's different levels to a demon lord. There's a half demon lord, a normal demon lord, and then there's a true demon lord. So we'll have to see. Don't check the wiki for that terminology because it's been a while. But we'll have to see where they place Rimuru on the scale, or if he's not even a half demon lord at this time.
Yeah, because I think that's going forward, that's what I'm most interested to see, is just how powerful he's going to be going up against some of these new bad guys.
We haven't met the one person that's in the. I don't think the person is in the opening, but they're in a lot of the art. Mm-hmm. There's a younger lady who's in the art and stuff like that, so we still have to meet that person.
I think we might see that in the next episode or the episode after that. Don't quote me on that, but that's just my impression.
Just remember, guys, honey is the weakness. You'll know what I'm talking about later. But overall it was a good episode. I think
it's a nice little break.
Yeah, I think you kind of had to have a break after that fight. I like how there's in some stories you'll have a major fight and you'll have kind of people just rush over what's the
aftermath.
Yeah, the aftermath of it.
How it affects the world. And
exactly.
Stuff like that.
But I think this episode was necessary, and it'll be cool to see how it affects all the characters that we know and love moving forward.
Yeah. Because I just hope that, because Slime is very similar in terms of I don't want to say full story wise, but just kind of the pattern they go through, at least so far, with probably Ari, Freda, and Overlord, where they got a community that's really big. They go up against another part, and then it's going to make a gradual shift in this world. And so, like Michael was saying, it makes sense because they need to, fill in and show how everything is affected by that. But I do hope with Slime, they don't spend too much on it, at least at the beginning. Because I feel they have been, doing some pretty big accolades as of late, but it doesn't seem like there's many factions of power that are close to where they're at that they would actually hear this in the amount of time that he's done it. So, the dwarves are an exception to that because, he already met them and they are relatively close. But I just hope we don't, an episode like this, maybe once or twice in the season, I approve of. Because you said, it fills in gaps, but I just hope they don't go overboard where it's half the season.
Yeah, I think next week we'll be pleasantly surprised with what happens, but we won't really know at this point.
True. Do you think we're gonna get any action? That's a real question.
Minor action. I would say minor action. I think next episode is gonna be more of a power up episode for a lot of the characters, so we'll have to see. And it is slightly different than kind of a fill in the gaps kind of thing. So we'll see. We'll see if it's good.
All right. Well. I'm looking forward
to the death.
Fight to the death.
Tournament is my favorite arc, but anyway.
Hopefully you get to it.
Not today.
No. Alright guys, well that'll conclude this video, and be sure to check us out for next week when we come back. And if you want to, we're doing episode by episode videos on both Mob and Love is War. That's probably coming up after this, or maybe it just uploaded. So check the channel and the video link. But we'll see you guys later.
Peace.